Hello, everyone. My name is Ole Kagan, and I'm the Community Engagement Coordinator for LA County Library, and I welcome you to YouTube for Beginners.
Okay, great. So welcome to YouTube for Beginners. My name is Lawrence. Today we're going to be taking a look at YouTube and its interface and some of its functions. And then we're going to learn not just how to watch videos, but how to interact more with the videos and other viewers as well. All right. And again, for more programs, resources, and materials, you can visit lacountylibrary.org. And we're also on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and yes, YouTube at LA County Library. So be sure to check us out there. All right, so YouTube, our program description, is a video platform where users can watch, interact, entertain, and learn. YouTube makes it easier for users to access through various devices, but also customize and explore various topics. All right, so I'm guessing the majority of you have used YouTube, and there are a great many reasons why it's such a good resource to use. First of all, it's free. So the base product and most of the videos are absolutely free to watch. You just got to deal with some ads sometimes, but well, there's a price to be paid somewhere. But the monetary cost is free. And YouTube lets you discover and explore new topics, whether that's learning about an interesting part of the world, learning about a new species of animal, or even learning a new recipe to cook with. It's a great tool to discover and explore and also see in person how something is made or how something is done. And YouTube lets you connect with organizations, businesses, and people with similar interests. So you can follow new channels, you can interact with people in the comments. So there's a lot of ways to connect with other users and other creators as well. Entertainment. YouTube is very entertaining, and it's how a lot of us spend our free time. There's always new content popping up on YouTube. So, you know, anytime you find yourself with a couple minutes, you can always find something new on there. And also, it's a great learning tool. Besides just learning like recipes or, how to do like say handiwork and stuff like that, you can also learn more academic topics as well, such as maybe learning coding or maybe how to use a computer program. You can always use YouTube to keep up with news and current events because there's so many videos being posted every single hour of the day. There will always be new content about current events in our world. All right, so there are a couple of different YouTube platforms. The free YouTube platform is just regular old YouTube and also YouTube Kids. However, they have some paid services that you can subscribe to, and that's YouTube TV, and they feature additional channels and videos that you can have access to, and also YouTube Music. However, those are not necessary at all to enjoy the core YouTube experience. And we'll just be covering the regular free YouTube today. All right, so you'll be able to use a lot of different devices to view YouTube on. Anything that basically has a connection to the internet and has some form of, and some way to browse the internet, you can use to watch YouTube, whether it's on your laptop or computer or Mac. You always watch YouTube on your smartphones on the go. You can watch them on your tablets, whether they're iPads or Android devices, or even on smart TV devices. As you might know, there's televisions that are being sold today are smart TVs that are connected to the internet, and a lot of them have a web browser capability. that lets you access services like YouTube and stream them directly to your TVs. All right, so here's our topics for today. We're going to take a look at YouTube, at how the layout works, and how to find videos to watch. Then we're going to look at some of the features like sharing a video, liking a video, saving a video, and commenting on a video. Then we're going to look at how the playlist process, how to create a playlist, and also how subscribe works on YouTube. All right, so let's take a look at how to get started. So there's two different ways to use YouTube. The first one is just a guest user. So there's no login required. You just go to youtube.com on your browser, whether it's like Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Safari. Then you can immediately search for your video, jump in and start watching. However, that means there's limited features. So there's no viewing history, and you can't do any of the cool stuff, such as, for example, commenting or saving the video or creating playlists or subscribing. So all of those are not available for guest users, which is basically if you didn't log in to watch. However, if you're already logged in with a Google account, whether that's on your smart device or on your web browser, then you should automatically be logged into YouTube as well whenever you go to YouTube. And so therefore, everything will be available that I just said, like subscribing and commenting. So having a Google account is the most seamless way to connect to YouTube as a registered user. However, you can also use other emails to sign up, whether it's from Yahoo or Outlook. You can also make a YouTube account from those emails as well, but it just won't be connected across to other Google services if you decide, or if you decide to make use of other Google services like Google Drive or Gmail. So for a Google account, you can either log in or you can create one. And it's a really simple process to follow the steps to either sign up or log in using an existing account. So basically, you can always go to the register button on YouTube. It'll be in the top right corner if you haven't logged in yet. Then they'll just send you to this page, and you just go through the basic steps on creating a Google account. You basically just need your first name, you need to create a username and a password, and that's pretty much it. It takes a couple minutes. And then if you prefer to not use a Google account, you can always just use your own email, whether it's from like Yahoo or Outlook or Hotmail. And then you can use that to create an account as well. Okay, with account creation out of the way, let's move on to the YouTube layout. All right, so this is generally how YouTube's layout appears. So if you're viewing it on your desktop, like I am. So if you're on a Mac, PC, or other device with a web browser and keyboard, then this is how it's going to look like. So it's more visually friendly, I feel, and there's a lot more things that are shown versus if you accessed YouTube as an app on your smartphone or tablet. So as you can see, on the top right, you have your sign in button, and that's if you haven't signed in yet, you can click that to sign in. Or if you don't have an account yet, you can use that to go to account creation. And then in the top center, you have your search bar, and that's where you go to search for whatever video you want to see. So let's say you want a specific artist, like a specific singer. You would type the name of that singer in there and then just press enter or click the magnifying glass, and then you'll be taken to the results page. On the left-hand side, you'll see the bar. It's the sidebar menu with like home, explore, subscriptions, the library, and history. So we'll kind of cover those in a bit because yeah, we'll be covering the subscriptions and the library and history as well. All right, and then below that, there's some recommendations, as you see, for music, sports, gaming, and more. So there's a lot going on. And then in the middle, YouTube will attempt to show you popular videos. So it's different for every user, especially if you're logged in. So if you're logged in, the middle of the screen with those featured videos, it'll start to become more and more tailored to your preferences based on your search history. So for example, if you really like, say, basketball, if you watch a lot of NBA highlights, especially with the finals going on right now, then YouTube's much more likely to show you recent NBA highlights in the middle of the YouTube layout. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay. All right, so this is the side menu bar. And it usually appears on the left-hand side of the YouTube browser page. So for example, the home page, that's the page you see when you log in. So this is the home page. And then if you're ever lost somewhere, you want to get back to this page, all you need to do is just click the home button on the side menu bar, and that will take you back to this page right here. All right, next, library. Library will show you any videos that you've uploaded. So if you're a content creator and you want to upload videos to YouTube, the library is where you would go to see and manage your uploaded videos. And what I mean by that is you can kind of see how popular your video is based on the number of views. You can go and see any comments there are on the video and respond to any comments. We won't really be going into that aspect of YouTube where you're actively uploading videos and managing those. But if you do plan to do that, the library is where you see your videos in your collection. All right, and then there's history. So history, it's kind of like your browsing history. So it will basically show you all the videos that you've watched in the past. So it's very handy because for videos, let's say that you only watched halfway and you want to go back to finish it, it will appear in the history. And if you're signed in, and again, this only works if you're signed in, it will have saved the place that you were at. And then when you click on that video in your history, it will start playing at where you left off. Watch later is for videos that you saved to a watch later list. And we'll go into that later. And then there's subscriptions. And that's for videos from channels that you've subscribed to. And again, don't worry, we will be covering that in more detail. All right, so here's the home page. Again, this shows all the videos that are recommended to you based on the videos you've watched in the past. So how do they do that? Well, YouTube has algorithms and that try to guess what you'll be wanting to see, for better or for worse. So the cool thing is you can definitely unlike videos to try and teach YouTube what you're not interested in. So if you see something you don't like here, let's say you don't like gentle healing music. No, you want you want rock and roll music, not gentle healing music. You can always just dislike that video or say that you're not interested in that video. And then YouTube will try not to recommend things like that in the future. And then in the box to the left, you can also access videos that you've marked to watch later or that you've liked with thumbs up icon. You can also view your subscriptions and browse your channels. So again, those are all accessible once you're logged in. All right, and then if you look at the top right, that's how you access your account and profile. If you see at the top right that has the little circle with the A, then that's how you access your account and your settings. All right, now let's go to the Explore tab. All right, so YouTube decided to make Explore into an actual tab instead of a page. So if you take a look on the left-hand side, you'll see that Explore, all the topics for Explore are now just under the tab. All right, and you'll see that there's a lot of different tabs that you can go to. So there's trending videos, which are basically just videos that are hot right now, based on views. And then there's different topics to explore. So including shopping, music, movies and TV, gaming and news and sports. So for Explore, YouTube will recommend videos on those categories based on your interests. So, so here's the Explore page that was accessed today. And if you just go to news, you'll see what's popular. You'll see what's trending right now. And what's trending is the air quality for the east coast of the United States, where the fires from Canada are sending, all that smoke billowing down the coast. So news is a good place to start on Explore if you're not sure where to begin, because it'll just have the trending topics of the day. However, if you like more things like sports or say music, you can also click on that too, and YouTube will try to recommend videos based on that topic to you. Now, on the homepage, you might also see shorts. So shorts are basically very short videos, and it's similar to, let's say, TikTok or Instagram Reels. It's not as popular as TikTok, but it's another way that YouTube's trying to capitalize on that trend. So there are shorts that will randomly appear on the homepage that try to prompt you to watch. All right, next, there's subscriptions. All right, so subscriptions are a way to follow either people or businesses or organizations, whoever or whatever the content creator of a channel is. So some channels may not update their videos too often, but you can always just follow that channel and you'll automatically get notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. So for example, you can see here that we're subscribed to the LA County Library channel. And if you click on subscriptions, they'll only show you videos from channels that you're subscribed to. So as you can see, if you're only subscribed to LA County Library, which is a good choice, then the only videos that appear are those from LA County Library. All right, and how do we do that? Well, so if you're on any video, so you're on a video right now, and you like what you see, and you want more content from them. So, this is the NBA's channel, and you've just gotten the highlights for the NBA Finals Game 3, and you're looking forward to the highlights from Game 4, which is yet to be played. Then you would find the subscribe button, which is located right there. It's circled in red, and you would click that. And if you are logged in, then you are subscribed. You don't need to do anything else. Then you'll be automatically notified whenever new videos from the NBA are uploaded. All right. See, more YouTube layouts. So here's the top of the page. So at the very top of the page, below the search bar, that's the banner, and it's very similar to the Explore feature. So they basically have different topics of general interest, like say movie trailers or even gaming, music, that are trending, but they're not necessarily customized to you. But as you can see, for example, like Apple's trending, and that may be because they just released their new headset um, a couple days ago, and it's making the headlines because it's a pretty sleek take on virtual reality. All right, so let's move on to finding videos to watch. So we've learned a bit about the layout and interface, and we kind of get around YouTube, but let's look on how to find videos to watch. Okay. So YouTube search is very similar to searching on Google itself. So on the search bar in the top center, you can always just click there and then just start typing in the name or a topic or even a question, and they'll start showing you results. Okay, so for example, you can take a look at how to make a digital planner. And then there'll be a list of results that pop up, and then you can be able to look through those results, see what you like, just click on that, and they'll show you a list of results. All right, so why don't I show you live demonstration? All right, so let me switch my sharing to my web browser. Just give me 1 second here. Stop sharing. All right. There we go. Okay, so so you're on YouTube, and then you're just going to search. You're going to search how to paint a room. Okay, and once you do that, they'll give you a list of results, and then you can see some information at a glance. So the first one, you can see how long ago was it posted. All right. And also how many views this video had. So the more views a video has, the more popular it is. And hopefully, the better a resource it is for actually learning how to paint a room. Okay, so basically, if you scroll down, you can take a look at what you see. If you see something you like, you can always just click in to the video. All right. And then you can always just start watching. Okay. That's weird that the interface isn't showing up. But let's give it a second. There we go. Okay, and then here's some of the features that I talked about below. If you like what you see, you can always just click subscribe, and then that's automatically subscribed to your account. Okay, and then I'll come back to this later to talk about some of the other features. Okay. All right, but that's basically the search feature. It's very easy to use. If you've used Google search, you will have no problems at all with YouTube search. Okay, so next, let's take a look at interacting with YouTube. All right, so we're going to take a look at the video layouts, how to share a video, liking it, saving it, comments, and notifications. So here's YouTube's video navigation. So for example, this is our wonderful library app video that's uploaded to YouTube. And you can see some of the features for the video navigation that are highlighted in the slide. All right, so first is the video progress bar. The video progress bar shows where you're at in the video. And then you can always just click and drag the dot that shows where you are and move it to a different part of the video. If you want to skip a part or you want to go back to a part to rewatch it, it's very easy using the video progress bar. Second is the play pause button. It just lets you stop a video. Maybe you want to take a screenshot or maybe you want to take a break. You can always just pause it. At number 3 is the next video button. So if you're watching the video on a playlist, if you have it saved to a list, you can always just click the next video button and it'll go to the next video. Conversely, there isn't a previous video button, which I sometimes find annoying, but that's what YouTube gives us. All right, next for number 4, there's the mute and unmute button. And also, if you click on it, it will also open a volume slider, which will allow you to adjust the actual volume. And at number 5, that's the actual time of the video. It'll show you exactly where you're at in regards to the total length of the video. With number 6, that's autoplay on or off. So if you toggle that on, once the video is finished, it will automatically jump to the next video in the list to play. However, if you don't like that, you want to spend some time maybe reading the comments or posting a comment yourself, you can always turn autoplay off so that it will not automatically jump to the next video in the queue. And at number 7, there's the CC or closed captioning or subtitles option. So some YouTube videos offer closed captioning. And what that means is there will be subtitles that appear on the bottom of the screen. If you're in a noisy environment, or if the viewer is audio impaired, they'll be able to enjoy the video and understand what's going on. So at number 8 is the mini player. So that lets you basically resize the video. It's a small window where the video still plays while you can still browse YouTube. All right, and then at number 9 is theater mode. So theater mode is a bigger and wider screen presentation that still allows access to tools and options. And then at number 10 is the full screen button, which basically just resizes the YouTube video to fill up the whole computer screen or device screen. All right. Okay, and then there's quite a few ways to interact with videos. So besides just watching, you can decide to engage with the video. You can either like or dislike the video. You can share the video with friends or colleagues. You can download the video to view offline. Although I believe that's a feature that might be included with the paid tiers of YouTube. All right, and you can also save the video to your account, which means it'll be saved usually in your watch later playlist, but you can also create custom playlists as well. So let's take a look at the actual interface. Okay, so if you see in this how to paint a room video, you can like this video, you can dislike this video, and what this means, it will contribute to the overall rating of the video if you give it more likes. However, if you give it a dislike, it will also tell Google's algorithm to not recommend as much of these videos to you. All right, and then now for the share button, if you click on that, this lets you share this video on other programs or apps. So if you just click on one of these, like you can share it through WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter. So let's say you're looking at how to paint a room, and then you remember, oh yeah, one of my friends wants to paint a room, but they're not sure how. Maybe this would help them. Then you would click the share button, and then you can just forward it to your friend through email or Twitter or Facebook. Conversely, you can always just copy this link and then just copy and paste it in a text message or something like that. And it works the same way. You can share the video through the link as well. Okay, and then download, it lets you download the video to view for offline use. And then also, if these three dots here opens up a further menu, you can always save the video, and that will save it in one of your playlists to watch later. Okay, let's go back to the presentation. All right, and then you can also leave comments. So there are comments in this video, and it's always worth just kind of briefly looking at the comments to see what people think of this video. Always remember to practice proper net etiquette and be kind and respectful, because comments can get reported if they break YouTube's rules. You can also like or dislike individual comments, and the most liked comments are naturally shown at the top, so you can kind of see what the consensus is among viewers of what's popular in the comment. Okay, and then comments may be turned off on some videos. So there are certain videos where you cannot comment at all. All right, so let's take a look at the comments now. There we are. Okay, so if you scroll down more, okay, so after you see this, after you see the features we just went over, like and dislike, share, download, and save, there's some information about the video, including description. All right. And then if you keep scrolling, there's some information about the channel itself. So this channel is, and as you can see, it's pretty popular. It's got over 1 million subscribers. And then you can see the comments. So as you can see, a lot of these comments, you can reply to them if you're logged in. You can see how many people like these comments. So you can see this comment got over 318 likes, 169. This one had over 5,000 likes, almost 6,000. So popular comments can range from people expressing their gratitude for the video, or just people saying something witty and a lot of other viewers liking it. And then you can see the replies to each comment, or you can add your own comment here and just add it to the conversation. All right, and let's go back to the presentation. Okay, so you can also create a playlist by pressing the plus sign where it says save. So options include adding to ready-made playlists, either watch later or liked, but you can also create your own playlists. All right, so playlists can be public or private. So that means either you can make it so other people can see your lists, or you can make it so that nobody can see your lists. And let's say you created a playlist, it says LA County Library Steam. All right, so this is an example of favorite Steam videos playlist. And it includes see Marble Run, Mason Jar Veggie Garden, Dive in the Water Infrastructure. So as you can see, there's 4 videos in this list. You can shuffle the list to view them in out of order. You can add a description to your playlist. You can change the privacy. You can make it public or private. So there's a couple options there. So if you've ever used some kind of music app, if you ever use Spotify or Apple Music or Google Music, you probably be familiar with creating a playlist and adding some information to it. And this is almost exactly the same, except that you're creating a playlist of videos, not of music tracks. Okay, so you can also get customized notifications, including when a new video is added to a channel you're subscribed to. So again, in the options, if you're subscribed, you can get a customized notification for the channels, or you can cancel notifications. If you don't want to get any more notifications from a video, you can always just cancel it. All right, so some more general tips for YouTube and for internet use in general. Be sure to engage positively on YouTube, on social media, and anywhere you are on the web. You can report illegal content, but always make sure to protect your privacy first and foremost. So that's some ways to be a digital citizen, a model citizen on the internet. You can always just make sure to check your surroundings before you start viewing YouTube. So let's say if you're in a very busy area, your viewing experience is not going to be the best unless you have some kind of noise canceling headphones. But if you're just relying on your device speakers, they may be too quiet for you to really enjoy that video. You can always use more than one device to watch. So if you're watching on, let's say, your smartphone, you can always watch on your tablet, on your computer as well. Because if you're signed into the same Google account, if you're signed into the same YouTube account across all 3 devices, that means all the information will synchronize and your history, your saved playlists, everything belonging to your account will be available on each of those devices that you're signed into. So that's very convenient when, let's say, one of the devices is out of battery, needs to be charged. You can always just switch over to another device. Or if you want, or if you've been watching something on your phone when you're out and about, and you go home and you want to watch it on your bigger screen on your PC, then you can always just log in to YouTube there, and it will have everything that you watched and saved on your smartphone on your laptop as well. All right, and then also make sure to check your internet connection. If there isn't a strong signal, if there isn't a strong internet Wi-Fi signal where you're at, that may cause disruptions for your videos. Maybe the video won't load as quickly, or there may be some distortion. So make sure the Wi-Fi connection is strong, and make sure to take regular breaks. I know binge watching is a definite thing nowadays, but yeah, just make sure to take breaks and not binge too long. Remember to get some fresh air, maybe take a drink of water before continuing with your viewing adventures. So I just wanted to show you how YouTube on a mobile device looks like. Again, if YouTube's on the go, this is the interface that you'll see. It's a lot more compressed, as you can see, and there isn't as much information on the app itself. So you can see that there's a search on the top right. There's basically a small explore tab, and then on the bottom, there's some more tabs that let you access your subscriptions in your homepage as well. And besides the small screen, you can also watch YouTube on the big screen. So if you have the YouTube app on your smart device, you can use Mirrorcast or Chromecast and wirelessly beam your phone's YouTube session to compatible smart TV or projector. And that lets you just seamlessly project from YouTube on your smartphone to the big screen. Again, this is dependent on the device that you own, and there may be a dongle like a Chromecast that you need, but it's possible, and it's really neat to be able to control everything on your phone and have it all project onto a huge screen. Now, if you ever find yourself in need of tutorials and assistance, YouTube does have its own help section with videos and other content. So on the status bar on the left-hand side, at the very bottom, there should be something. There should be an option with help, and what that has is there's popular help resources that gets you help as a YouTube user. They'll get you help as a YouTube creator. So if you want to create and upload videos on YouTube, they've got some information for you there. And they've got other resources like managing channel settings, or even canceling memberships or applying for memberships as well. And again, there's a lot of resources, library as well. Covering not just YouTube, but also how to be a good digital citizen, including Emily Post Manners in the Digital World, how to win friends and influence people in the digital age, and also Kill Reply All, a modern guide to online etiquette from social media to work to love. You'll find all these and more at your local library and also on our online resources as well. And if you ever have any questions, not just about YouTube, but about anything in general, you're more than welcome to speak to a librarian. You can reach us over the phone, through text, through email, and through Instant Librarian, which is like a chat service, like an instant messaging service at the days and times listed there. And you're also more than welcome to come into a library to the reference desk, and one of us will be happy to help you as well. All right, just want to mention again, this event was supported in whole and in part by the U.S. Institute of Museum and Library Services under the provisions of the Library Services and Technology Act, administered in California by the State Librarian. Okay, and if you have any questions or comments, please post them in the Q&A section, and we will be happy to assist you. But otherwise, thank you so much for attending this presentation.
All right, Lawrence, we do have a few questions, and if you folks out there have more questions, please do put them in the Q&A. Now is the time. We're here to answer your queries about YouTube. So the first question is how to unsubscribe to subscriptions. They can only see how to hide.
So how to unsubscribe to subscriptions, can only see how to hide. Well, it's actually, well, let's see. So I'll share my screen and we'll go through that process.
Well, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. All right, so see, if you want to subscribe to something, you just click subscribe. And if you want to unsubscribe, you just click on that again. There's this little arrow and it'll open up this menu, and you just click unsubscribe. And it will ask you, do you want to unsubscribe? You say yes, unsubscribe, and that's it.
There we go. So I think sometimes you don't even need to click the arrow. You can just click that whole window, get it automatically unsubscribe. It's like almost like a toggle switch there. So the next question is about downloading videos. Are there some videos that can't be downloaded or saved to a personal folder, like school performances, etc.?
Yeah, I think that's up to the definitely up to the channel in whatever their settings are.
Although I would say that e- on the other side of that, as a user, theoretically, there are websites that will let you download videos, you know, from YouTube that are not on YouTube. I mean, if you Google, YouTube video downloader, there are websites that let you do that. I would be careful with those websites because some of them are not strictly legitimate, and some of them will put spyware on your computer. So I would be careful with those kind of websites, but they do exist. And so you can pretty much download any video from YouTube if you really, really want to. But again, you want to be careful doing that. Um, Somebody wants to know how to post their video onto YouTube.
So to do that, there is a section in YouTube help, and that's for how to be a video creator. Let me post the link.
It's actually relatively straightforward also. I mean, YouTube wants people to post videos on their platform because when they put ads in those videos, I mean, that's how they make money.
Mhm.
So there's a link at the very top right-hand side of the screen if you once you're logged in, basically to upload a video. There's not a whole lot to it. I mean, the process basically once you click that link, you'll be able to take the video file from the computer, plop it in there. It'll start to upload, which is going from the computer to the Google server. And then you put in your information, what the title of the video is, the description of the video. You'll answer some questions about, is the video for kids, not for kids, and keywords, things like that. Yeah, and then you go through the process of posting. It's a pretty straightforward process. You can get a video up on YouTube if it's like a 2-minute video. You can get it up there in you know 5 or 10 minutes.
Depending on how fast it uploads.
Yeah, yeah, how fast your internet connection is.
Yeah, I just posted a link from Google. It's how to upload YouTube videos.
Should you log out after each time you use YouTube 4.5, 6, or 10 times per day?
I think the answer is it depends. If you're using YouTube on a public computer, for example, let's say you're using it at the library, yeah, definitely log out because you're not the only person who's accessing the computer. However, if you're using it on your own personal computer that only you have access to, then there isn't really a reason to do that because it's a lot more convenient to just go back on and pick up where you left off.
Yeah, if
So
I have it on my phone and I never log out of it. I actually
mm,
open it up. Some people have the app, YouTube app, which is convenient. I have it, I just open it up in my browser and it's always logged in. So I don't worry about other people using my phone. So there's no real danger in keeping yourself logged in. So the next question is, do you have to pay if you want to create a video on YouTube?
mm, no, uploading videos is absolutely free.
Yeah, having videos on YouTube is how the YouTube platform grows. And if your videos become popular enough, YouTube will pay you, although they have to be pretty popular. Will you ever offer a session on how to post to YouTube? We might. It's possible that we'll do that in the future. That's a good topic. Although,
Mhm.
like I said, posting to YouTube is, if all you're trying to do is post a video on YouTube just for, to share with friends and family, etc. There's really not much to it. It's a fairly straightforward process. How do you use more than one device to watch? I think that's like Chromecast or streaming to it. I think you mentioned that towards the end of your presentation.
Yeah, so it depends on the device that you have. So for example, if you have, say, like a smart TV, or if you have a Chromecast device, it's this little dongle that plugs into a TV or a monitor or something like that. Then it can connect with your phone or your tablet. And then that allows the video to stream from the phone or tablet to the larger device. But again, it's very dependent on the device that you have. So it's very hard to give a specific recommendation, but I would suggest looking for something like a Chromecast device. I'll post a link to that in the chat. And then you can find out more about those devices.
Yeah. Yeah, TVs, smart TVs will have the YouTube app built in. Oftentimes, so you won't have to actually stream anything to them. But if you want to stream to like at home, I stream to a projector. So I have a projector in the back of the room, and I have a Chromecast plugged in there. And then what I do is I just connect my phone. Well, I connect my phone to the Chromecast. To the it's like it's connected to the same Wi-Fi network, and so I select that Wi-Fi network, and it automatically connects to and if I want to watch YouTube videos, YouTube has a little streaming button at the very top on the phone. So let's see. How do you sign in on the smartphone? Speaking of smartphones, the same way as you sign in on the computer. On the top right hand, on the top of the screen when you go to youtube.com, there's a link to sign in. You just log into your Google account. Let's see. I'd like to know more on how to conceal my identity on YouTube for security reasons.
I think the best way to do that is to just use it in guest mode, where you're not signed in. Then that way, if you combine that with clearing your browser's cache, then your identity should be pretty well concealed on YouTube. Like nobody will know that you watched that video specifically, at least not on without doing a lot of digging.
Yeah, or create a whole separate Google account. It's free to create a Google account. So create a whole nother account with unconnected to your name, any of your information, make it be, it could be anything. It could be called, and it could just be a bunch of numbers, as long as you can remember the numbers. And that way, everything will just be on that account, and it won't be connected to you, as in having your name or your personal information in there. What is the advantage of paying for a premium?
So YouTube Premium, so that is a good question.
No ads.
Yes, that
I
is
think
the
that's
main
one.
thing. If you don't want to get 1, 2, or even more ads per video, YouTube Premium is the way to go. It allows the offline playback of audio and video, which
Mhm.
means you can download that video to your device and watch it if there's no internet connection. Um,
That's Go ahead, Lawrence.
and then there's also exclusive content that's only available with Premium.
So the one thing to mention here when we talk about ads is that if you use the Brave browser to watch YouTube, it automatically will remove the ads for you. So you don't actually even need to join Premium if that's the only reason you just watch YouTube using the Brave browser. I think, Lawrence, you were the one who told me that.
Yes.
And once you told me that, I said, oh, so I downloaded the Brave browser for my phone, and I haven't seen any ads for a pretty long time. It's nice. I
Yes.
also use a Brave browser on my personal computer, and yeah, no ads. All right. Do you have to pay to subscribe?
Yes. So
Oh,
YouTube Premium.
for YouTube Premium, but I mean to
Oh,
subscribe to channels.
okay. So if you're able to access that video on regular old free YouTube and you can subscribe to it, then no, you do not need to pay at all.
Yes, the majority of subscriptions on YouTube, where you just click the subscribe button, totally free. Somebody mentioned in response to the previous comment about downloading school performances, they say school performance cannot always be posted because of child protection laws. Perhaps, yeah. I would say, despite that, whatever the child protection laws are, I don't know exactly what they are, but there are a lot of school performances posted on YouTube. I heard a YouTuber make money, that you can make money on YouTube. What are the ways that a person can do that?
Well, the most
Great
important
question.
is to get a lot of views. So the more views you get on your videos, the more that YouTube is likely to pay you to create more videos. And also another way to make money is if you're popular enough with those views, that companies start that you can start being a spokesperson for a certain product or company. They'll they'll pay you for that as well.
And then, of course, selling ancillary materials. So if you grow a channel that's very popular, have many subscribers, many views, then you can sell T-shirts with the logo and whatever. You can sell T-shirts. You can sell other stuff that's related to your brand. Not a direct make money from YouTube, but a lot of YouTube creators will expand their brand to offering other things that they're selling for money, or like live coaches will also offer if you have a channel, will offer like coaching sessions and things like that that will cost money. That's a big question. I mean, I feel like we've got to make a video, make a program someday about becoming a YouTube creator. But with that, I would say that the majority of people who create videos on YouTube do not get paid for it, or do not get paid a whole lot for it. So it's not necessarily a viable career path for most people. But for some people, it's a nice side gig and an interesting hobby. So and because YouTube makes it so easy, the barrier for entry to creating videos on YouTube is very, very low.
Mhm.
Oh, speaking of that, will you be teaching a lesson on how to start a creator account and upload my own videos? Uh, there are no plans at the moment to do that, but again, uploading your own video is really easy to do. Does subscribing mean to follow that group?
Yes.
Yep, you
Uh,
follow that channel, yeah.
mhm. And you'll get notifications from the channel whenever a new video is posted. So let's say that home improvement channel that I use for an example. If you want more home improvement tips, just subscribe and you'll know whenever they post something new.
How do you rip a music video to move to the phone as a ringtone? I
Mm.
knew we would get this question, and it's a fair question. But I don't think we're going to be telling you about how to pirate content. Um, there are ways to do it. It's not incredibly difficult, but I think you might have to get that information from somewhere else.
Google's your friend. Well,
All right, let's see. We already answered somebody asked how to watch on the big screen. We've covered that question already. Um, let's see. Yeah, we got another question about how to rip music. What is the benefit of liking a video on YouTube?
so if you like a video, it's automatically added to your liked playlist. So it's basically a default list of videos that you enjoy, and so you can always go back to that list to see which videos you like and go back to rewatch that video uh, if you feel the inclination.
I think it also, you mentioned this earlier, I think it also hones the algorithm a little bit. So that your
Mhm.
feed is then filled with videos that you're more likely to enjoy.
Yeah.
I like a lot of various things. So my feed is just like a mess of random stuff, like cats, ecology, I don't know, like sumo. It's all kinds. My feed is really messy. I mean, whatever I'm in the mood for, it's somewhere there. And sometimes YouTube, I'll watch a few videos of a certain thing, and then my whole feed will be filled with that. The YouTube algorithm is really weird. Would like to add paid subscription level to my creators channel. How do I do that option for viewers? That's a good question. I don't know how to do that. I've never done that, but I think there's a help file within Google, right?
Yeah, so on the left-hand toolbar, if you scroll all the way down, it should be next to settings, but there's that help button there, and they should definitely have s- have instructions on how to do that.
All right, last call for questions. Just so you know, people have also asked if they can get this presentation emailed to them, and indeed you can. We will send it to you next week. It will be, in fact, posted to YouTube, and we'll send you a video link by email. So yeah, you will definitely get that information. Somebody mentioned uh, not so easy. Oh, I see. Yes, yeah, you're right. I mentioned how it's fairly easy to upload videos to YouTube, and somebody said, no, no, not for maybe for you. Um, and that's true. Yeah, for me, it's fairly straightforward. But I mean, what I mean is maybe not the exact clicking process, but the theoretic, like to understand how to do it is fairly straightforward. To get through, once you've clicked to get into the screen to upload, it's not hard to understand what's there on the screen. I mean, in the sense of like how to answer the questions that are there. Those questions are fairly straightforward when it comes to uploading your video. I would say it's one of those things that if you're a little bit anxious about it, you should just try and see how far you get, because it's not, I think that most people, if you try, you'll be able to do it. And if you don't, email me or email Lawrence and we'll help you out. Let's see, one more question here. Is there a way to reorder the A to Z list of your subscriptions? Scrolling all the way down to things beyond M takes forever. Yes, it does. Actually, I'm curious about that too. And I think there is a way to, I think you can do the ones that are most recent. I'm gonna go to YouTube too, because yeah, I have a lot of subscriptions as well. So that's actually an issue that I ran into as well when I want to see the subscriptions that are further down. But I don't know if it's actually possible to. I know from on mine the ones that have posted recently show up at the top. But yeah, scrolling all the way down can be not great. Lawrence, do you know if there's a way to adjust that?
No, I'm looking now. Yeah, it's funny because with the subscriptions, I don't have subscriptions. I just have playlists of videos, and then I just click from the video into the channel to see, if
Oh yeah,
they have anything new.
that is another way of doing it. I mean, like I subscribe to things because otherwise I'm gonna totally forget about that channel later, and I kind of want to remember that channel in the future. But yeah, I think there's only on the phone, it's you have to kind of scroll like this. On the computer, it's a little bit easier because on the right hand side of your screen, there's a little scroll bar, and you can just move the mouse really fast, and it's easier to scroll down to where you are. Where I am, I have over 100, I think 150 or 160 subscriptions. So scrolling with the mouse is easy. With my finger, really, really frustrating when I'm on the phone. How do you get more views on YouTube? Well, that's the question.
Well, you're gonna need to market yourself. Um, so that's one way of doing it, but there's a lot of ways to get a lot of views on YouTube. Um, Another way you can do that is to just have the video suddenly become viral. That's how a lot of these that's how some creators got their first shot into stardom.
Yeah, step one, create content that's of high quality and that a lot of people are interested in. That's the further base of everything. And then, yeah, Lawrence, like you said, like marketing. I mean, it's not the type of marketing you would be doing is a mix of traditional and social media marketing to get people to know what you're posting. If you're posting in a very specific niche, then you would focus on just marketing for that group. Uh, if you have just general content videos, I mean, like, if you post videos of your cat doing funny stuff, a lot of people like cats doing funny stuff, but there are also a ton of videos about cats doing funny stuff. So how do you get yours to stand out? That's the key. Does your cat have a strong brand? Like, does your cat have a funny name or a distinctive look or something that differentiates your cat from other cats? If you make chess videos, where you play chess or you see other people or you analyze chess, I mean, what makes your chess channel different from all the other chess channels that are out there? And there are quite a few. It varies. Somebody wrote, be pretty equals views. Well, that's another marketing and branding tactic or gimmick. Somebody's beauty might be what draws people to them. Might be, that's what part of their brand. But I would say that many people on YouTube are not extremely attractive, or that's not their main quality. And they might be very funny or entertaining, or the information they're giving you is very interesting. So along with that, those kind of things, and then the typical marketing, you can buy ads, you can, do events, you build an audience in a variety of ways. It's simple, but not easy. And that's a crucial distinction. Yeah, that's good. How to find your YouTube audiences. Yeah, who's interested? That you asked the question, who's interested in your video? Who's your target audience? And you know, if your video is about stamp collecting, well, there's a really built-in hobbyist audience there. And you ask yourself, well, where is that audience? How do you get to that audience? How do you let that audience of stamp collectors know that I have a YouTube channel and you might be interested in watching it? So this is sort of the basics of marketing, isn't it? It's, you want to find your audience and connect with your audience. If I have a Vimeo, can I import it to my YouTube creator account? No, totally separate websites. So I don't know if there's as far as I know, there's no direct way to do that. I think you just have to upload it totally separately.
Yeah, as long as you have the original video file, then you can upload it to as many different platforms as you want.
Have prank videos played out? I've never really been a fan of prank videos, so they've always been played out for me. Um, there's definitely I don't know if Lawrence you have a point of view on it. I think there has been a bit of a backlash to prank videos.
Yeah, my only exposure to prank videos is over the news, like when pranks go wrong or something like that. I couldn't really tell you how it's viewed on YouTube right now.
They're definitely still around on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and everything. So yeah, uh, they're oftentimes they're on shorts, but yeah, no, like on the short version of YouTube and Instagram stories and things like that. But yeah, no, I think they're still very much around. All right, let's see. I'm gonna wait for just a second to see if there's any other questions. See if there's anything new in the chat. Oh, you didn't mention clipping. That is, yeah, that's an option below videos.
Uh, let's see. Um, are you talking about like the TikTok like videos?
No, down below there's a YouTube videos. There's a little clip icon. Let me
Okay,
see if I can.
let's see.
Here, hang on. Let me. Maybe I'll share my screen and I can show you. I don't actually know. Or it's in the little three dots. Download clip, save, report, show transcript.
Oh, okay. So for clips, in order to create a clip, you need to create a channel. Um, let's see. I see. So YouTube Clips is a feature that allows users to select and share a small portion of a video or live stream with others by clipping it. Um, yeah, but apparently you need to have your own channel to share those clips on.
And when you create a channel, so you have a YouTube account and you can create a channel under that YouTube account. So it's free to create a channel. So anybody can have one. But
Mhm.
but I guess you actually have to create one in order to be able to do that.
Yeah. So basically, I think primary use for those clips would be kind of reaction videos, where people show themselves reacting to something that somebody else posted. I think that would be a use for the clips.
That was a good answer. My reaction to your answer is, all right, let's see. Can you go over how to access big screen one more time? Yeah, it's one of those, we've got this question a few times. It's hard to generalize because there's so many different screens, TVs, projector, so many different setups that it's hard to say, oh, this is the way to do it because there's so many different ways, depending on the device. Lawrence, do you want to just give like a very kind of repeat one essential answer?
Yeah, sure. Um, so so there's a couple different ways to change the screen. All right. So first, this icon right here is the mini player. So that turns the YouTube video into a small floating screen. And then that lets you view the video on that small screen while you're browsing, YouTube um, for other things. See? So I turn that small, and this is playing here, and then I can continue browsing YouTube. Okay, and then to get out of that, you just click expand and go back there. Okay, next there's theater mode. So what that does, it has YouTube fill up the browser screen. You see, it fills up the browser screen a bit more, but there's still the controls here. But as you can see, all the recommendations have been pushed to the bottom. So that kind of gives you a more theater-like experience. All right. And to get out of it, you just click on it again. And there's full screen that has it fill the whole screen, whether it's on your smartphone or on your computer. Okay, so I think those were the three features that on how to change the screen on
Yeah,
YouTube.
within the browser.
Mhm.
All right, Lawrence, thank you very much. Oh, wait, let's see. Uh, just checking at the chat to see if there's anything else that I missed. Nope, not at the moment. So, yep, Lawrence, thank you very much for sharing your YouTube knowledge. YouTube, even though I'm also a user, I'm a big user of YouTube, uh, there's always new things to learn because the platform changes and there's interesting features that you may not think about when you go through your regular browsing habits, but you learn about them and then make use of them if they fit in with your life. So before I let everybody go, we do have a post-event survey that I always ask folks to fill out. It's a very, very short survey, but it's important to us because we get to know how we did, how we can improve, and what subjects you'd like us to cover in the future. So I posted a link to that post-event survey in the chat. And if you could take a moment to fill that out, we would very much appreciate it. Thank you everyone for being with us today and learning more about YouTube, participating in the chat and asking your questions. And we will see you next week.